Today's video is sponsored by me, Jason Akers. I know a lot of YouTubers and content creators are placing ad breaks in their videos these days in order to make ends meet. And I understand why, but all my videos are created by me, paid for by me. I buy my own cameras, editing software, microphones. I spend hours of time recording and editing the videos for you, my audience. I don't like a lot of self-promotion, but I wanted to take the time to let you know about the ways you can help support the videos and my content. I have a large list of links in every description of every video I provide you with. All of the pesticides I use in my business are listed on my Amazon page. When I started my business, I used Amazon a lot in order to receive my chemicals and equipment the next day delivery. It's a service that I trust, so I list pesticides there for you to find. I also have several affiliate links listed for B&G products and pesticides as well. My course on bedbugs is the #1 course on Udemy's website that goes over extensive treatment methods on the control of bedbugs, from automobile treatment to living room and even bedrooms as well. If you have checked all of those links and still wish to support me, I have a PayPal, Patreon, and other ways to donate to the channel in the links on my main page of YouTube, as well as in the description of every one of my videos. As always, the best way to support me at what means the most to me is if you will like this video, if you will share this video with your friends, and if you will subscribe to my channel. That honestly means the most to me, and that's what keeps me going, truly. More than money, more than anything else, is just keeping you guys happy and keeping you with the content that you like to have. Speaking of subscribing, I also have a join button at the top of my YouTube channel as well. This feature is new with YouTube and works in much the same way as a Twitch subscription works. When you hit this button and join the channel, it gives you special features that only joining the channel can give. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you. I look forward to reading your comments in the comment section below, giving me any suggestions you might have for the next video. So don't forget, like and subscribe, and on with the show. Hey everybody, how's everybody doing tonight? Oh, I hope everybody's having a good night, good Thursday night. What's everybody up to? I got iced coffee this time. It's got a lot of sugar on the bottom though. I probably shouldn't be drinking this. It's probably not very good for me because it's got a lot of sugar in it, but sometimes I like that. So, what's everybody been up to? This is Jason with Akers Pest Control here to talk about bugs. The Bed Bug Show, live every Thursday night, like always. Hey Kenju, nice to see you here. I know when you pop up every week, Kenju here, every week. The thing about iced coffee is it goes down really fast, because hot coffee, you can't drink it very fast because it's hot and you'll burn your innards. Hello, Kristen. Yeah, I forgot to tell Discord. I should probably do that, shouldn't I? Let me tell the Discord. Let me see. I just got on here anyway. I just got here. Let's see. General at everyone. Live now. www.youtube.com/greenacrespc/live. Ta-da! Here we go. Haha, it's a picture of me holding up my coffee. Hey, Jennifer. I just got here myself. My son, Finley, has gotten to, so he likes me to tuck him in now. Like every night. Every night. I have to hold that baby and put that baby to bed. But he likes it. He likes it. And you got to be able to tuck the baby in bed because they grow up and they grow up too fast, and then you don't, they're not babies anymore. So you enjoy all the time you got while they're babies. Even though it's been a while now, this is still my therapy. I love hearing about killing bed bugs. Says Kenju in chat. Somebody posted pictures of bugs on Discord. Pictures of carpet beetles. Hey, Teresa. See, problem when I go and tuck in my baby, so he's 18 months old, almost 19 months old. I hold the baby and I rock the baby, and then I fall asleep holding the baby, and then I end up really late getting on here to talk about bugs, where I'm supposed to be here like 9:30. Now it's like 10:23, 24 my time, Eastern time, and I'm really late. And people wait for me. So I don't know what that was in my coffee. I don't know what that was. But it was nasty. And I just ate it. And I don't know what it was. Oh, that's nasty. But it's in my belly now. It's like a piece of oatmeal or something fell in there. That's kind of gross. Oh. Alright. Hi. Who is that? That is Rory. Coming down the stairs. What's your mama doing?
Making hollow.
Making hollow. Why is she? Oh well, she's making bread. One of my people is still having issues with fleas, even after spraying Alpine WSG Night Guard Exciter. Getting quite aggravated with them. Treated 3 times inside out with 2-3 weeks apart. Man, that's crazy. The problem is, they got pets. They have them in their yard. That'd be a first for me. Alpine, I've had great results with Alpine for fleas. I've never had to treat 3 times. Not with Alpine. My hat off quickly. Now it looks better. There we go. Nope. Maybe my head is crooked. That's probably the problem. Hello, Patty. Nice to see you here. Let me see. I do not have my phone line on. Let me turn on the phone. And I don't know how late I'll be on here tonight, because it's very late. I'm tired. So we shall see how long I can stay up. As I have had a long day, and I got to travel tomorrow, about 3 hours to Northern Virginia to visit with family. So I'm not looking forward to that trip, because anybody ever drove in DC knows it's miserable out that way. It's Just getting everything situated on my desktop so if someone calls, I can answer the phone. Let's see. Looks like there was a missed call tonight at 7:52 p.m., which was a long time ago, because now it's 10. A lot of people do try to call this number because they see it listed on the screen and think that they can get a hold of me, but this phone number is only for live streams. So when I stream every Thursday night, you can call this number and I can answer the phone as long as the phone lines are open. And they're open right now. And there we go. Hello, this is Jason with Akers Pest Control. How can I help you?
Hi.
Hi.
I had a few questions.
Shoot, what's going on?
Okay, so I have a problem. I have bedbugs in my house, and I've had them for a while. Well, not a while. I've noticed like a month ago, and I called an exterminator. It was really, really expensive. But long story short, I've been watching your live ever since.
Okay.
And I finally caught you. I never get to catch you, but I finally caught you. But so I steamed my bed. I steamed all the the baseboard. I steamed everything in my house. I thoroughly cleaned it. I took off my bed sheets and everything. I threw those away, and I got mattress encasement. So the only issue I have is I sprayed with the Crossfire, and I sprayed with the Crossfire, but I'm still seeing a little bit. Like I just seen like 2, but I'm not sure if they're there because I've been staying at my boyfriend's house, and I understand like you say that I have to use the room to really get them
Right.
to cross the Crossfire.
Right.
But that's what I'm totally afraid of. Like I have a bug phobia, and that's what I'm afraid of. Do you think that it wouldn't work if I never sleep in my room again? So I know
Well,
that
if so, on abandoned houses, would that? Hello.
Hello? Okay, I heard abandoned houses. That's it.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, it says my microphone's on, so I don't understand why that's not working for you. But so anyway, so with abandoned houses like apartments where people have left the apartment, they've abandoned it, they don't live there anymore. I have found that it takes 6 to 9 months to get rid of a bed bug infestation when people aren't living there. But you're treating. I mean, I'm treating it. I'm not going. It's not going untreated. It's being treated.
Right.
So you go in and you treat it, and typically these I usually just treat with Alpine. I usually don't even use Crossfire if no one's living there, because I'm not having to treat beds. There's no furniture, and typically Crossfire. The reason I like to use Crossfire is because it has an extremely loose label. It allows you to treat mattresses where you can't treat a mattress if you're using Alpine. You can treat pretty much anything that you want to treat with Crossfire. It has no signal word on the label where, Alpine does have caution on the label as far as like the danger, caution, poison, words like that. There's no caution word or anything like that on Crossfire. It's very safe. And so you can use it pretty much anywhere you want, but it's really expensive. And if people aren't living there and you're going to take several months to get rid of the problem anyway, you might as well just use Alpine. That's what I usually use. But if you are living there, you will get rid of the bugs faster if you use Crossfire because the bugs are going to have to come out to you. And I know people hate that because they don't want the bugs to bite them. No one likes to. That's like no one wants that. I mean, it freaked me out when I let the stupid thing bite me, and I understand that it makes people nervous, but it will work faster. You will get rid of your problem sooner. And like I said, the only reason that I would not use Crossfire in a house is if people weren't living there and they weren't living there for a long time. Because I mean, I've gone in on property manager locations where it's like, yeah, we evicted them because they had bed bugs, and I said, well, that was stupid. And they're like, what do you mean? And I'm like, because they knew they had bed bugs. Why can't you just treat the apartment while they're there, get rid of the bed bug problem while they're still living there, and then, I mean, if they're paying their rent on time, and that's really their only problem is the bed bug issue, then let them live there, get rid of their problem, and then continue to collect the rent. Why would that's stupid? I mean, nobody asks for those stupid things. Nobody does that on purpose. And,
I don't even know how the heck I got them.
Well, I mean, they come from all kinds of places. They could come from mail order. You can mail order them. by mistake. Amazon, I did a video not too long ago on the Amazon warehouse down in Texas that had bed bugs in the warehouse, and they had to close the warehouse down and treat the warehouse for bed bugs. And they claim the bed bugs are dead, but who knows if that's even true. But if you're shipping boxes around and people that are working the conveyor lines and stuff that are actually loading the boxes have bed bugs, putting bed bugs in boxes, you don't know how many houses you could ship bed bugs to. That's one way you can get them.
Exactly.
You can get them from public transit. You can get them from delivery. If you get like a Instacart delivery or a grocery delivery, or Amazon delivery, something like that, they can come in boxes. Because you got to think these people that are doing like Instacart and stuff like that, they're loading the stuff in their own trunk or back seat of their car, and that's where people sit in their cars, get bed bugs, and they transfer them to you that way. And so there's so many new ways ever since COVID, honestly, that you can get bed bugs now that never existed before. Before COVID, they were mostly the people were getting them from other people. They would, friends, family would come and visit. When you'd go on vacation, you would get them. When people would come to your house for Thanksgiving, Christmas, stuff like that, you would get them from family members. And it's not necessarily that they would even know that they were bringing them to you. But, one thing you have to worry about, because you're back and forth between two different households, is you'll take them to your boyfriend's house.
That's what we were worried about. Like every time, so I bought hazmat suits and everything. Like I did a thorough cleaning in my house, and I understand that they don't like dirt, so because I keep my house very clean anyway. But I was wondering, I was like, where the hell did I get these bugs? Because I don't have company, and I was like, if my boyfriend, like he goes out more than me, but I was like, if he had them, he would have had them here. We checked everywhere in his house. He doesn't have them here, and I live in a townhouse, and I'm right in the middle. I asked both my neighbors, and they said they didn't have them, but my one neighbor on the right, she has so much traffic, and I'm like, damn, I don't know. And then I do ride Ubers every day to work, back and forth to work.
Oh, you'll get them from Ubers.
And I was thinking, and plus I work at Olive Garden, and I'm like, damn, maybe I got them from work or something. So I asked my manager. We had bug night every Sunday and every Thursday. That's like they do like a pesticide or whatever they do after the restaurant's closed. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, damn. Have we ever had bed bugs? I just don't understand how to. I mean, there were a lot, and they were on my bed. Like I noticed one time, it was like 2 weeks prior. I noticed a weird-looking bug, and I keep a lot of plants in my house, so I thought it was something from my plant. I threw the bug away. 2 weeks later, I seen the same type of bug, and that's when it clicked in my head. I went on YouTube, and I'm like, what the hell does bed bugs look like? I pulled my cover. I looked in the crevices. I seen their exoskeleton. Well, however you say it. I seen their skeleton. I seen their feces, and I was like, oh shit, I got bed bugs. Oh, I'm sorry to throw my.
Well,
I'm like, oh my god, I got bed bugs. And I'm like, oh my god. So that's when I started Googling things, and I'm like, okay. And I called a exterminator. They almost wanted $1,700, and I couldn't afford that. So I started vacuuming, steaming, and first I tried the diatomaceous earth. And of course, I was still seeing those, and then my throat was feeling funny, so I vacuumed that up, and then I got the Crossfire, and I was and I just recently did the Crossfire though, so it's only been
how long ago was that? 2 weeks? Okay.
Yeah, it's been about 2 weeks, and I just ordered another bottle because I was gonna I didn't want to make them immune to the Crossfire, but I wanted to get up in my box spring and stuff because I put the mattress encasements on, and I put the Crossfire on top of the mattress encasement, but I'm like, dang, I don't know. But why am I still seeing them like in my bed frame? So they're obviously somewhere. And I unscrewed my sockets. I don't see them there. I decluttered my room. There's no clothes in my room.
Do you have carpet?
Yeah, I do.
They're probably living next to the baseboard in the around like the tack strips and stuff like that, because your carpet. So the bed bugs don't really live in the middle of the floor. That's one thing. People are like, oh, the bed bugs are living there. But the thing is that if you treat around your baseboards, when the bed bugs come out from around the edge of the carpet, they'll die anyway. So that's why I always tell people when you treat for any pests, whether it's bed bugs, ants, cockroaches, silverfish, crickets, spiders, anything like that, you always want to treat around your baseboards because bugs hide in those places. It's real easy for them to take their little bodies and squeeze down in the cracks where the carpet meets the wall. And so I always tell people to treat that spot. And you don't have to treat heavy. Just, just like a pin stream or whatever. Just treat around the baseboards, down where the carpet meets the wall. And where the baseboard too, like in my house, we have old country farm baseboards that my wife has done converted everything to, so they're hard squares,
Yeah.
and so you can treat the top where the crack is, where it meets the wall, plus you treat the bottom where the baseboard meets the wall,
Okay.
and that way you got both of those cracks are taken care of. But see, now I don't usually recommend mattress encasements because bed bugs can live inside a mattress encasement, and
I've
I
seen
mean,
that episode.
yeah, and the thing is that they are really more for um, the protection of your investment if you know you
Right.
don't have bed bugs, and then just in case you
Right.
were to bring bed bugs in the house, like when the hotel owner goes and buys 100 mattresses and they go and they put their mattresses in all the mattress encasements, that would make sense because if they have a whole bunch of people come in to bring bed bugs in, they don't want to infest their mattresses. They could just take the mattress encasements off, wash them, and put them back on the mattress, and so that way they don't have to throw their mattress out or anything like that. They can just
Yeah.
wash the mattress encasement. But with a mattress, it's easier with you living there, if you're living, with the bed bugs in the house, to treat the mattress and treat the box spring and just pretend as if you don't have them and just let them come out and die because, you're the bait to the trap. When they crawl out, they'll die. And when you first spray it, they usually don't make it very far into the room, as far as actual live bed bugs. They usually die pretty quick. Within the first week or so of treatment, they die anywhere from 5 minutes to 20 minutes. It doesn't take them very long at all to die from the pesticide. It's after that week to week and a half mark that it starts taking them, 3 hours, 4 hours to die, and then you might start getting bit again. Usually people complain about getting bit about 2 weeks in, maybe 2.5 weeks in. And that's usually when people will actually retreat. They will do a retreatment in order to just give a booster of the stronger strength. It's not that the chemical's not killing them. It's that it's not killing them fast enough to keep them off of you to stop them from biting you. And so people will sometimes treat again at that second week mark. But I usually don't even recommend doing it but once a month. Because the chemical will last. It is a very long-lasting chemical, and it does last for over a month. So
Yeah. I don't understand the science of it. How does it last when it's not wet? How does it
it's
how
called a
does it
residue.
like
So it leaves a residue behind. You don't want to clean the residue up, but the residue that's left behind kills bed bugs. So it's like if I were to go and spray muddy water in your house, the water dries up, but the mud is still there. You still have dirt there. And if you track across it, you'll pick up dirt on your feet. And so what happens is when you spray the baseboard, you spray the mattress, a box spring with a chemical, the water will evaporate, but it will leave the chemical residue behind that the bugs will crawl through and die. That's how all pesticides work. So if you use even a can of Raid or something like that, as crappy as that stuff is, it'll still kill bugs for several days after you spray it because it's got a residue it leaves behind that's toxic to bugs when they crawl through it.
Okay. So if I do, when my crossfire comes again, if I spray, it won't ruin the crossfire that's there?
No.
It won't make them immune to it? They won't be able to...
I haven't had any resistance to Crossfire yet. Not people are claiming it, but I don't believe it. I just don't think they're doing it right.
I know. I was looking at it, and then I seen a couple people saying that. I was like, man, what the heck? But I seen more good reviews than bad.
I really think the reason that people are leaving negative reviews is because they really just don't know what they're doing. When you got people like me out here, and I'm a professional, I've been doing it forever. I take it for granted what I know and what I understand, and I really do try my best to explain to people in the most layman terms on how to do insect treatment. Whether, like I said, whether it's bed bugs or spiders or whatever it is, I try to explain to people the best I can because I know that they aren't professionals, and I've been doing this for 35 years, so I know how to kill bugs. 24, almost 25 years on bed bug work, and so it's something that I just do it second nature. I mean, I can go in a house and be in and out 45 minutes, where most people that do a bed bug job can take them 2-3 hours to do one, because I just know I know all the spots to hit. I go in, I do what I'm supposed to do, and I leave, and I don't take people's day. I'm trying to get in and out.
And I've never seen a nest yet. I'm trying to find the nest. I don't know where the nest is.
They just cluster together. They don't really nest. They're not like ants or cockroaches or anything where even cockroaches really truthfully don't really nest together, but they're not like, bees or ants or, So they're not social. They're antisocial. They're not very social at all. They only social to lay eggs and to make eggs. That's the only reason they're social. They don't take care of each other. Like the parents of the babies that hatch, they don't take care of each other. They abandon each other. But they will go and squeeze in the same cracks and kind of live together around each other. And Crossfire does transfer. So like if a bed bug crawls through the Crossfire and then they crawl over each other, they will transfer the Crossfire to each other.
Good. Because I was going to buy that apprehend stuff. Have you ever used that?
Yeah, apprehend is also transferable. But the reason I don't use apprehend is because it is a fungal spore. And I don't like using fungal spores. One thing, the actual ingredient, and I am not even going to try to butcher the name of the fungus that it is derived from, but there have been allergic reactions to these funguses because of like skin irritation and rashes and stuff like that. And so I haven't actually used it in my business. I know of other exterminators who have and have had really good results. But it also requires special equipment to apply, where if you just use a regular sprayer, you can risk killing the fungal spore because it is supposed to be applied at a very certain rate because it's a live spore. And so you're supposed to apply it with very specific type of equipment. And if you get it at the wrong pressure, you could actually either kill it or not even get it on the surface properly to create a band, and the bed bugs will avoid it and they won't crawl through it and it won't work. And so Crossfire is much more foolproof, and so that's why I use it. And I'm not going to make my customers itch. The whole point is they're hiring me to keep them from itching. And like I had a woman call me yesterday. So this is a good. I'll give you this example. There are fungal spores in certain types of like organic fertilizer for like your plants and stuff. And you can get like potting soil that has this fungal spore in it because these spores will actually help certain plants grow. They work symbiotically with plants and they help your garden grow. And it's like a white type of a weird fungus that grows with your plants. That fungus is in potting soil. If you handle potting soil barehanded and get it on your arms and your legs and stuff like you do when you garden, you could actually have rashes from the potting soil and get itchy from the potting soil because it's got that fungal spore in it. And that same thing, that fungal spores and stuff are actually in apprehend, and so people are having allergic reactions to it, and you're spraying it on their bed. So it's like, I don't want to spray something on your bed that then you're going to lay on and then possibly itch and then sue me because I've done made you itchy. And that's not the goal. So.
Right. Okay. So, yeah, you basically answered all my questions. I really appreciate you.
Yeah.
Every freaking Thursday, I always miss you because I get home after, and then I was like, oh, my God, it's 10:30. Let me call now.
Well, I'm late. I'm really late anyway. I was late because I was putting the baby to bed. So I'm usually an hour ago just getting on here, but I'm really late tonight. So, well, I'm glad I was able to catch you, or you caught me, or whoever caught each other. I'm glad it worked out.
Yeah. I'm glad. Well, I'm continuing watching you, and I really support you, and I appreciate all your help that you do.
Well, that's great. Thank you very much. You have a good night.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
Well, she was nice. She was nice. Hey, Bill, how are you? I saw you had posted something earlier. You've been fighting bed bugs for a while now. Let me see. My neighbor died and left me a pair of old vintage speakers from the late 60s. I'm afraid of bringing them in the house. Do bed bugs live in old speakers? Bed bugs can live in anything. Bed bugs can literally live in anything that you own. They could live in anything. So, speakers, boxes, shoe boxes, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff. They may or may not be in the speakers. It depends on how severe the bedbug infestation was. Hello, I just found your channel. I have carpet beetles. What is the safest way to spray the temperate? I have a 4-year-old and a 1-year-old. Did I say temperate for carpet beetles? I don't know if I said temperate for carpet beetles or not. I do have a video on carpet beetles, but most pesticides are pretty safe, especially temperate. Temperat's imidacloprid. I don't think that would hurt anybody. What you do, if you're going to spray a pesticide in or around your home, you want to stay clear of the treated area for 2 to 3 hours, 4 hours till it's dry, and then you can go back in. It won't hurt anybody. So that's all you need to do. Treat baseboards and stuff. I've actually got video. Let me see if I can bring up a video. I think I've got one. Let's do this one. All right, so let's go to youtube.com/Green Acres PC. All right, and we'll search my channel. So if you're here, you should subscribe and join if you want to support me. So there's actually 2 tiers now, because somebody said that they would perfectly happy to support me, but they thought that $5 was kind of steep. So I have a $2 tier now. The $5 tier gets you access to all my videos and stuff early before they go live to the regular channel, and different access to like different channels and stuff through Discord. But if the $2 a month just supports me, so I appreciate it if you do that. I really do. But anyway, if you're on my YouTube channel, at which now we're at 30,000 subscribers, thank you everybody who subscribes. But if you click over here and search carpet beetle, there's how pros eliminate carpet beetles is the #1 video there. So let's see, if we do share and we copy the link, then I will post it in the chat for you, and that's my carpet beetle video. So you should go watch it, take a look at it. And there's my worst bedbug infestation there that I show every now and then when I want people's skin to crawl. So, why do these terrible bed bugs end up on an empty bed that no one is sleeping in for a couple of weeks or so now? No one is there for them to bite, so why do I see them on the mattress? Because they move around. They move around in different places. So if you have a carpet beetle problem bedbug problem. If you have a bedbug problem in a bedroom where somebody has gone and they have stayed, the bed bugs, if they do not smell a host, if they can't tell that there's a host nearby, they'll stay where they are, and they don't really wander around that much unless they get hungry. Bed bugs don't eat very much. They might eat a meal every week and a half to 2 weeks anyway. So it's like every 7 to 10 days, a bed bug typically wants a blood meal. If they're adults and they're able to actually lay eggs, then you can have them bite you as often as, every 2 or 3 days. But typically, it's every week and a half or so, you'll get a bug bite. If you had somebody come in and sleep in a guest bed, and the guest bed's never used, except maybe once in a blue moon, then yes, those bed bugs can stay in that room if they don't smell anybody nearby. They may not even go wandering through the house looking for somebody to feed on until several weeks, with no meal. When they really just get hungry and they need to feed, then they might start wandering through the house and trying to look for a host in another room. I found the carpet beetles under my box spring and found them crawling on the seams of the baseboard. Yeah, that's normal. That's usually where you find them. When I flip mattresses upside down, I find them all the time. Let's see, what is this message here? My name is Eric. I hope you're having a good night. What do you like to use for flea infestations? Will Crossfire kill them? Thank you. No, Crossfire is not for fleas. I use Alpine WSG for fleas. So if you go back to my channel again and search here, fleas. Well, if I can search, there we go. There's a video right there. We'll go here and we'll share and we'll copy the link. And this is how to kill fleas. I recommend Alpine WSG for fleas. In fact, if you go to this video and you...
Can't go?
Oh my gosh. What in the world kind of advertising on my videos? Can y'all see that, right? Y'all see these advertisements? I don't pick the advertisements from my YouTube channel. I don't pick them at all. I don't. My goodness. My goodness. I'm embarrassed now. Alright. So anyway. If you want to go to my Amazon store and you go down here and you click this little box that says show more, and you can go down to Amazon store and you can click this link right here. And it will take you there. And if you scroll down, you can look for flea control problems. It's right here. And there's Alpine WSG is right there. That's what I recommend. It's the very first thing there. So I gotta play this. Let's play this ad. I gotta play this ad. I have to.
Do this to clear out stuck poop fast.
Okay, that's it. That's all. That's like a 2.5 minute long advertisement. I'm not gonna watch that advertisement. This is why you got the skip button, so you could skip the advertisements and not have to watch this stuff. What? It's Roto-Rooter for your rectum. I don't. No thank you. No thank you. No thank you. I eat lots of fiber. I'm vegan, so I eat a lot of beans and rice. If you got problems like that girl right there got problems, then you need to eat a lot of beans and rice and bread and good stuff to push it all out of you. And there's my advertisement. That's the first time an advertisement ever embarrassed me. Anyway, I find them a lot on the bottoms of couches and recliners. Carpet beetles, yes. Yes. I read the tempered label, and the instructions say the sprayer can't exceed 50 psi, but the 2-gallon Smith contractor sprayer seems to be 60 psi. Is it safe to use? So you can just don't pump it up to full capacity. But honestly, I wouldn't recommend the Smith contractor sprayer. I'd be surprised it got up to 60 psi, honestly, because I couldn't get the thing to get up to 40. If that's a spoiler alert for next week's video that goes live about the Smith contractor sprayer, I was not happy with that sprayer. I got a video. I really liked it. I loved it. I put it together. I thought it was really great. And then I used it. And it is a piece of doo-doo. It is not very good. Not a very good sprayer. I hope using both Alpine and Crossfire takes care of them last try for me. Oh, you'll get rid of them, Bill. Are you bringing them in? Are you continuing to bring them in from somewhere? Is that what's going on to you? Is that what's going on? Are you continuing to bring them into your house? Because I know you've been fighting them for a while, and usually people who continue to bring them in, if the Crossfire doesn't work for them, it's usually because they're continuing to bring them into their house. So, but if you're going to use Alpine and Crossfire as a combo, then you use 2 separate sprayers. You got one sprayer for Alpine and one sprayer for Crossfire. That's what you do. You don't mix them together. So, I'm going to have to come out to your house, Bill, and kill your bed bugs for you. I'd kill bed bugs. Is there any way I can set a trap for them to come out instead of me sleeping in my bed? No. You need to be the bait. You are the bait to the trap. Do you wear a respirator while applying Crossfire? No. You don't need a respirator. Let me show you what you need. Let me show you. So let's go here. Oh, Crossfire label. There we go. So here's Crossfire. This is the label for Crossfire. We're going to read it together so you guys know what you're supposed to wear for PPE, okay? So you got all this stuff, tells you what it's for, all right? You go down, you scroll down. It's a real simple label. It's about it. They've got a bigger label now. It used to only be 2 pages. But here's your personal protective equipment. There's the part of the label you want to look to find out what you actually need to wear as safety precaution when applying Crossfire. It says applicators and other handlers must wear a long sleeve shirt, long pants, and shoes and socks. Follow manufacturer's instruction for cleaning, maintaining PPE. If no such instructions exist, washable. So there you go. So you just need a long sleeve shirt, long pants, shoes, and socks. It doesn't even require gloves, which most pesticides require gloves, but this one does not even require gloves at all. So it's for indoor use only, not for outside. So there you go. That's it. Effective for up to 30 days post or after application. So that's how long it will last. But anyway. I don't use respirators for much of any pesticide. The only thing that I use a respirator for is if you're going to be in a tight crawl space and you're going to be spraying something for termites or something like that, and you're worried it's going to spray back on you and you might inhale the droplets, you wear a respirator. And if you're going to be, and that's for termites, it's not for bed bugs. You're not going to be spraying a crawl space for bed bugs. You shouldn't. They're not going to be there. And if you're in, just in a real tight space where you can't get away from the chemical, then I would wear a respirator. Or if you're going to use a fog, if you're going to fog a house, but a bug bomb, then you need to wear a respirator because you can't breathe in the particulate from one of those. But that's it. There really very few pesticides now require a respirator in any shape or form. You really don't have to wear one. You're not going to breathe it in. If you're following the directions on the label and you're applying the chemical the way you're supposed to, you should not be inhaling it. So yeah, see, for aerosols, like Kristen's saying right now, she's an exterminator, and she talks about how you should use it for aerosols and stuff like that. That's absolutely true. But see, I don't use any of those chemicals, so I don't use aerosols. I'm not a big aerosol fan. I don't use it. I don't like it, and so I don't use them. So, because of the dangers, if you're having to wear a respirator because you're going to breathe it in, it's not that safe. And I prefer to use other methods to get rid of bugs. So. And I do fine. I don't need aerosols. Let's see. I used Crossfire once. So far, 6 weeks without them. I do throw my clothes in the dryer as soon as I enter the house. You can get bed bugs from someone else's apartment, Bill. If you've got a neighbor that lives nearby that's got a really severe problem, they're probably doing things like applying Raid or using other pesticides that run bed bugs, and they're chasing them into your unit. It's probably what's happening. Which is why you're having to constantly fight them to get rid of them, because they're just continuing to come in. If they are really bad, they will continue to come in. I'm actually dealing with that right now. I did a video not too long ago of a customer of mine who had put Comet all over her bed to try to kill bed bugs. And she's an elderly lady. She's living all by herself. But she's in a 4-unit apartment building, and her neighbor right across the hall has a horrible bedbug infestation. So and I can't treat the other apartment. They won't let me treat the other apartment. I'm just treating this one woman. So I am just having to constantly treat every month in order to keep the bedbugs out of her unit, because if I miss one treatment, the bedbugs are right back in there again. But that's what happens. So if I need to treat for insects like spiders and roaches, plus I need to treat for bed bugs again, plus now I need to treat for fleas all in the same home, how do I do this and the chemical still works? Okay, so what you do is if you need to treat, just use Alpine. Just use Alpine WSG for everything. Alpine WSG is like a one-size-fits-all shoe to kill all the bugs. It will kill bed bugs, and then in a month, if you still have a bed bug problem, then I would maybe treat with Crossfire then. See if the Alpine will work first. It's cheaper, and you can treat for everything, including fleas and roaches and everything. And then if you're continuing to have the bed bugs in a month, then I would probably go and purchase Crossfire. You might have a chemical-resistant strain, because there are resistances to Alpine WSG emerging in the field because people use it a lot. And so it could be that's your issue and you need to use Crossfire. But you may not need Crossfire at all. You may be able to just get rid of them with Alpine. And that's for Tina that asked that question. Is there any way I could set up a trap? Okay, I didn't see. You can actually use Crossfire on your shoes too. Metamorph says, I use aerosols on my shoe bottoms. I leave the shoes in the garage. You can actually treat the bottoms of your shoes with Crossfire. It even says it on the label. If you look here, this is still the label. Still got it up here. Let me see if I can find it. Have they changed the label? I think they've changed the label of Crossfire. This does not look like the same label. If they've changed it, it's been very recently, because I read this label all the time. Huh. They have absolutely changed this label. Okay, so it says for best results, vacuuming surfaces is recommended prior to treatment. Spray bed bugs and eggs directly wherever possible. Apply as a pin stream or a coarse spray or low pressure spray. Crack and crevice, carpet perimeter, and direct spray applications. Let's see, for example, on or around baseboards, floorboards, millwork, bed frames, headboards, wall hangings, furniture, door, window frames, walls, closets, window treatments, beneath floor coverings, which would be like area rugs and stuff, as well as other non-washable items that may come in contact with bed bugs, such as, there we go, luggage, shoes, and backpacks. So you should treat luggage, shoes, and backpacks. If you treat your shoes and then you accidentally step on a nymph or something and it gets up in the cleat of your shoe, it will die and you won't take it anywhere with you. Same goes for backpacks and luggage. If your children are getting on and off of the school bus and you're worried that they might be getting bed bugs and traveling back and forth, you could treat their backpack. So when they throw their backpack underneath the school bus seat, they don't have to worry about transferring bed bugs from someone else's backpack home to you. So, and that's for Crossfire. Now you can't spray all that stuff with Alpine, because Alpine won't allow you to do that. It says specifically on the label things you should not treat. Alpine is usable outside, but Crossfire is usable inside only. But Alpine can be used inside and outside. Alpine WSG, that is. I say Alpine, but it's Alpine WSG. Water soluble granule. So but yes, y'all should join the Discord. Y'all should really join the Discord. If you go to YouTube, and then you go, let's look at the live stream, okay? There I am. Look at that sexy man. Oh my goodness. All right. So you scroll down and you click this little gray box and you go to Discord. It's a little ways down there, actually. It's right here. Discord link right there. If you click that link, it will take you to Discord. I'll copy it and post it in chat for anyone that wants to join the Discord. Kristen's always on Discord. Kristen gives good advice. Kristen gives good advice. So she's on my Discord channel for anybody that wants to hang out. I'm there too. I'll answer questions too. If I ever get a chance to answer questions, I will absolutely answer questions. But that's my Discord link for anyone that wants to join Discord and wants to talk to me. Sometimes I get on there and actually do voice chat and stuff with people privately on Discord if I've got time. But, yeah. Can I still use a Smith & Contract sprayer to apply the temperate? I already bought it. I have the 8mm tempered bottle that requires 1 gallon of water. I mean, yeah, you can use it. You can use it. Go ahead and use it. Just don't use max pressure. Just don't pump it up to the point where it's spraying like, you know, max pressure. But I noticed that sprayer doesn't really work good with just 1 gallon. I have it. I got a video. In fact, let's give you a sneak peek. Let's see if I can bring up my video here. This is one that only members can see right now because it's on a members only. But let's do a sneak peek of the 4th video in the series, which would be the last video in the series. Let's see, 2nd, 4th, there it is. We'll click it here, and then we'll go over here. Click that. This video and all content on this channel is performed by a pest control professional, and it is always recommended to hire a pest control pro in your area to perform any pest control in or outside your home. Pesticides can harm you and your loved ones. Anyone who is performing the information in this video is doing so at their own risk. Alright, so that's at the beginning of every one of my videos. So this is my video. This is my latest video, and there I am, right there in my basement. This is the sprayer right there. See that Smith contract sprayer? That's the one you were just asking about. That's the sprayer. I just went over that. All right, so we got it in here. I'm putting it together. See, I show you. This is 2 gallon mark right there. So it can hold up to 2 gallons of chemical. That's the sprayer. But I got a part in here. Let me see if I can find it. Right here. I'm going to let y'all watch this. Now, this is a sneak peek spoiler for next week, for Tuesday next week. But I'll show it to you anyway. Not in the tip. So you're going to make a mess. Anyway. Now, personally, I like this one. This takes like the best of both worlds, from both the orange and the green Vivo Suns. And I feel like this really solves the solution, but we haven't gotten to test it yet. So let's pump up some pressure. Now let's see what we can do. I do have the fan spray tip. Now you look at how crappy that thing's spraying. So that's not a very good pressure stream. I don't know if you could see that or not. Let's see if we can get some more pressure. That's one of the problems with a 2 gallon sprayer, is that the sprayer, it takes, I mean, if it's not really full, it takes an awful lot of pumping to get the pressure built up enough to where you get a good spray. That's not really a fan spray. It's definitely not. And that's just water in there. See if we get better, because this was really the one that I thought would do a better job. It's fast motion. It doesn't really do. It probably work. Not a very good jet stream spray. Let's try the final tip here. Let's try the brass tip and see if we get any better spray out of that one. It's pretty quickly. That's a plus. Okay. Oh, and it has a lock on the handle, which I just realized. So it does have a lock here. So when you squeeze, you can push that down, and it'll actually lock in place for you, so you don't have to pull the trigger, I guess. But yeah, and you can run water all over your floor. I'll show you what this one does. By accident. But see, that's just not. So, just if you can't tell from my reaction there, that sprayer's a piece of shit. Sorry. I said shit. Sorry about that. I said shit. But anyway, I didn't think. I mean, what do you think, Kristen? Kristen uses pesticide sprayers all the time. She's in pest control down in Georgia, and personally, I think it wouldn't do a very good job at all. I mean, yeah, it'll make a mess. It'll spray pesticide all over your wall. You go to spray the baseboard, and it's going to get all over the place. It's not going to go where you want it to go. And so, personally, I don't think it's a very good sprayer. But that's my point of view. Some people may disagree with my point of view, but it might be able to get the job done for something like carpet beetles, but I don't think it would do a very good job for bed bugs. So that's, y'all got a sneak preview. Y'all got you of next week's video. Let's see. As for caulk, shouldn't be necessary. No, caulking isn't necessary at all. I think I'm missing somebody's text messages in here. Somebody named Mariah. I can't see her at all. So if she's typing in there, Kristen, I don't know. I don't know. I don't see her at all. Mariah Sanders. I see up at the top there. It says, is there any way I can set a trap for them to come out in a Crossfire without me sleeping in my bed using myself as bait? No, it won't work unless you use yourself as bait. Would you suggest fogging with Alpine inside after applying Crossfire for bedbugs? No, I would not. Alpine is not a fogger. Do not put Alpine in a fogger. Will not work that way. The aerosol is, but no, it's not going to work. Foggers are shit. Okay, they do not work. They are garbage. I did a video on foggers. Foggers are crap. They absolutely do not work. They put pesticide on everything. Okay, let me give you a demonstration. Let's do a drawing with Jason so I can explain why I don't agree with using a fogger. Okay? Let me show you how they work. And I'll explain to you why they're crap. It's very old, outdated technology, and it never really worked very well when they were out before. But let's show you here. So you've got a room, all right? There's your room. Okay. So you're wanting to spray this room. Sorry, I'm going to get situated here so I can draw on my computer screen for you. Let's move my camera like that. All right. So you're going to set off a fog in this room. A little fogger, a bug bomb. You know, they call them bug bombs to make them sound more impressive. Like, we're going to have a Hiroshima bomb in your house. It's going to nuke everything. We're going to nuke them all, right? That is not how bug bombs work, okay? So you set off a bug bomb. All right, let's pick purple. So it's nice and bright. You set off a bomb right here. They say you put it in the center of the room, right? That's where we're going to put it. We're going to put it right there. There's your bug bomb, all right? For one, they're directional, okay? So it's going to spray like, let's say we position it and it sprays like this, all right? Because that's the way the tip is. It's just like that little tip I just showed you in that video. And so what will happen is you're spraying and it's going out like this, all right? It's going out like that. That's typically the way they are. I've seen these bug bombs. I can show you one. I've got one in my car. I can show you what they look like. But anyway, they spray out like this. And that mist does go into the air, okay? If you put 2 bug bombs, let's say you put 2 of them in there, and you got another one right here, and I'm not going to go to all the trouble to draw the circle, but you got one here, and it's going in this direction. So now you're getting it all like that. You got 2 bug bombs in your room, and they're all going like that, all right? So now you got sprayed in the whole thing. You got a semicircle one way. You got a semicircle the other way. Hopefully you got all 360 degrees are covered, taken care of, spraying in all directions, all right? What it does is it splats against the wall, all right? It's all over the wall now, okay? It's all over the ceiling, all right? All over the walls, making a mess, running down the wall, and everything. All right? All over the place. Man, that's going to really kill some bugs, right? No, it won't. Because bugs live in the cracks. They don't live on the wall. You might see a bug crawl across a wall, but they're not living on the wall. The place that bugs live is, let's say you have a baseboard right here, right again, and then here's your floor right here. All right, there's your carpet, okay? The bugs live here. Down in there, all right? They don't live here, okay? They live here. And if you're setting off a bug bomb, all it does is splatter your walls and your tables and your furniture and everything with bug spray. It doesn't actually kill the bug problem. And not only that, foggers don't last very long. The residual from a fogger, like I was explaining to the girl who called earlier, a residual is dried pesticide that kills bugs for an extended period of time. Foggers don't really have a very good residual effect. You're lucky to get them last a couple days. They just don't last very long. So you would be better to save your money. Don't buy a fogger. Buy a mix it, and actually target the cracks and the crevices. You will use less pesticide. You will expose yourself to less pesticide. That's the thing you got to realize is when you use a bug bomb, you're actually exposing yourself to chemical because it gets on every single surface of your house. If you go in there, it even tells you on the label, it says to wipe your countertops, wipe your tabletops. If you have dishes, you have to cover them with a sheet. If anything gets on your dishes or your cups or your pots or pans, you have to wash it all because it gets chemical on all of your things, and it ups your risk level. And most of the ingredients in foggers are actually toxic to humans, and they can hurt you, they can harm you. So when you use a fogger, you're exposing yourself to a pesticide, and it's not even killing your bug problem. So you're actually endangering yourself and not doing what you bought the bug bomb to do. And that's why it's important not to use foggers. It's better use of your money to actually buy a sprayer, mix the chemical, and spray down in the cracks and in the crevices around your house with something that will actually last, 30 days, 60 days, than it would to get something that's only going to last a few hours. Truthfully. Most bug bombs are synthetic pyrethroids or pyrethrins, which just don't last very long in an aerosol condition. So. And yes, Kristen says, don't use temperate for bed bugs unless you want to retreat every 10 days. That's absolutely correct. Hello, Emma. Would you like to say hello to the stream? Squish in here. This is Emma. Say hi.
Hi.
You can talk. They can hear you. You don't have to be like, hello. I mean, I can stand right here and they can still hear me. So they can hear you too. Foggers make bug issues worse. Do you think that's true?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yep, that's true. That's true. Let's see if there's a question for you to answer.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question, Emma.
Okay.
Let's say you were the bug man or bug girl, whatever.
Yeah.
And you're killing bed bugs, okay? Mm-hmm. And you go into this guy's apartment, and he's got bed bugs, and you've been fighting bed bugs for 6 months. It's an apartment. Where would you think the bed bugs would be coming from?
The other people probably have...
Like the neighbors?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But do you think that people would lie and say they don't have bed bugs if they do?
Maybe. It depends on the person, really.
Yeah. So if you thought that maybe they thought they might get kicked out of their apartment, you think they'd lie?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, anyway, thank you for your help.
Okay.
You go have fun. Let's see, I have rat traps in my attic. We caught one rat a month ago using peanut butter and still hear noises. Do rats avoid traps? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Rats are horrible. They are horribly smart. They are so smart. Rats get trap shy probably worse than anything. Squirrels are bad too. Squirrels will get trap shy too. But rats are awful. They are so smart. If they see, so a lot of times rats will actually travel together in groups, like mice will do this too, like tail to nose, like they're just like right on down the wall. All right, and if a rat is around another rat, when it gets snapped and killed in the trap, they will absolutely avoid rat traps. They know that is gonna kill a rat. I just saw my favorite buddy Bob just died in a rat trap a week ago. I saw it. I'm not touching it. And they will even pee on traps. If you set a trap up in your attic, a rat will go up to it. If they've seen another rat die and they know it's dangerous, they'll go up to it, they will pee on it, and what that does is it warns other rats, hey, guess what? This'll kill you if you touch it. And they won't touch it. They teach each other not to touch dangerous things. They're very, very smart. Not only that, but rats are very bait shy too. They don't like new things. It's very difficult to poison rats because they like, if they've got a constant food source, let's say dog food or cat food, and they're happy eating that, you can put out rat poison and it may take them 3 or 4 months to even taste it because they are happy with what they're eating and they're very cautious of new things. Rats are very smart. Very, very smart. Another thing that you can use for rats is nesting material. You can use dental floss and insulation and actually tie the insulation to the trigger. And sometimes the rat will go and try to pull that insulation off where the bait won't work, but the insulation will because they like to use it to make their nests with it. So, but no, rats are smart. Mice aren't as smart as rats, but they will get bait shy and trap shy as well, but they're more likely to get trap shy than bait shy. And the thing about rats too, you want to use a poison that causes acute kill. You don't want something that they need to continuously feed because what like old baits with like warfarin and stuff like that, they have to eat multiple times in order to die. And what happens is they'll get sick, makes them sick, but they don't actually die from it. And if they stop eating it, they get well. And because it's like, ooh, if I eat that, that really upset my stomach. I don't want to eat that bait anymore. And so they won't eat it. So you need to use something that kills them with one feeding rather than something that's going to take multiple feedings to die. So chronic poison is not really the best effective poison for rats or mice, really, truthfully. What's the best way to dispose of leftover pesticide mixture? You need to contact your local Department of Agriculture because they will tell you how to get rid of your, because it's different for state to state. If you want to scare me, you just needed to pull a gun on me, thinking that my neighbors are doing that makes me sweat. Yeah. Well, you heard it from a 10-year-old. She's been with me on bedbug work before. And, if a person thinks they might get evicted from an apartment, they will absolutely 110%. They will lie through their teeth. They will claim they don't have bugs, and they do. I have had people say, no, I ain't got no roaches at all. And you go in there and you spray a little 565 or something around and start running them everywhere. And you'd be like, yeah. Oh, man, they must have just showed up yesterday. I never see them. And they got thousands of them. So they're lying because you chased them out. And the same with bed bugs. You'll go in and you'll flip a mattress and you'll find thousands of bed bugs. And they've had them for months. And they're just lying through their teeth because they're afraid they're going to get evicted. People get evicted for bed bugs all the time. Kristen, she knows. She says right there, people do lie about bed bugs. Happens many times. So, it happens all the time. All the time. Nobody wants to say, hey, guess what I've got? I got bed bugs. Nobody does that. Nobody brags about bed bugs. So, they received a mobile check deposit, Alicia.
Who did?
Discovered.
Oh, well, yeah, I just watched it.
I just got an email. So, that's a good one. I'm a little addicted. I'm touch addicted to that. For anybody that wants to know what I've been doing lately when I got free time. It's pretty fun. A pretty fun one. Pretty fun game. So, it's a good one. It's a good one, Kristen. I was considering streaming it, but I don't have a capture card. So, I've been enjoying it. I've been watching the streams. I've been watching all the spoilers because I don't have time to play. So, if the label says 8 milliliter pesticide with 1 gallon of water, can I only mix half, meaning 4 milliliters of pesticide to a half gallon of water? Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can do that. If you can measure it out properly, then yes, you can do that. Oh, mate, 27 people here right now. 27 people are here. You should like the video. If you're new, if you're just here hanging out, chilling with us while we talk about bugs, you should like the video. Had no idea bed bugs were a nightmare. I found them a few days ago. I haven't seen any since getting rid of the bed. Is there a chance they're still around, or is it possible I nipped the problem in? But I mean, it's possible. It's possible if they were only on the bed, then yes, it is possible that you got rid of the bed bugs. But, you know, bed bugs don't just live on the bed. A lot of times their eggs will fall into the carpet and they'll hatch, you know, a week and a half later. It's good to reuse the traps that have caught previous rats before try to catch others. They bait stations work that way because they'll smell like rats and stuff, and they'll go in and eat the poison. Rat traps don't work in the same manner. Hello from Loudoun County. Hey, Loudoun County, where your grandma's up there from? Is she up there around Loudoun County?
No, she's from Fairfax.
Fairfax County. Fairfax County?
Yeah, Loudoun County is between my grandmother's county and my parents' county.
Oh, so it's out. Was it 50?
Yeah,
64.
50.
50.
Yeah, if you follow
50?
50.
About 350?
Nobody better.
About 350. Yeah. See, my wife, her family's from Winchester, and her grandma lives in Falls Church. And we'll be going to Falls Church tomorrow to visit her granny. I shouldn't call her granny. Your grandma probably would not like me calling her granny, would she?
I don't know.
She might be alright with that. Maybe I'll try it and see if she hits me. Some people are funny about that. Like my grandma will be 82 years old. I think it's June or July. When's her birthday? You know my grandma's birthday?
July something.
July? I don't know birthdays. I'm horrible with birthdays. But she said I'm not allowed to call her grandma. I have to call her nanny. I can't call her grandma because she's not old. She said that. She said, grandma sounds too old. I don't want to be called grandma. You can call me nanny. I call her nanny. I think nanny sounds like an old name, personally. It makes it sound like a goat or something, like a nanny goat. That would be offensive to me, personally. If I have a problem with the name grandma, I think I'd have a problem with the name nanny. But my grandma loves to be called nanny, and I've called her nanny since I can remember. Anyway, so that's what I call her. Just for some off the cuff kind of information about me and my life. We're still treating entire room just in case. Your videos have helped me. Bruh. So, bruh. What up, bruh? Is it possible to have bed bugs for over 6 months in an apartment and never see a single bug or signs of them? Nah, that's not possible. I don't think that's possible. I think that if you are living in an apartment for 6 months and you have bed bugs for 6 months, you absolutely will start seeing bed bugs. 6 months is a long time to not see bed bugs if you're having them for a whole 6 month period. I thought bed bugs were dealt with Crossfire and carpet beetles with temperate. Is it still true? I mean, yeah, but Crossfire will probably kill the carpet beetles if you're spraying for bed bugs. It should kill the carpet beetles too, but it's only Crossfire is only for bed bugs. But temperate will kill lots of bugs. Temperate will kill bed bugs. It'll kill ants. It kills roaches. It's really good for roaches. Temperate's good for cockroaches. Really good for ants. It's a good pesticide, but as far as bed bugs, you got to treat every 10 days with it if you treat for bed bugs. But yes, Cook is the really good game. 25 poly. Yes, temperate does need to be used in 24 hours, though. At least I've continued to use it after. Yeah, I don't use temperate. I don't buy temperate. I don't use temperate. I think I've only used temperate once in the past 20 years. I've only used it once. But I have used imidacloprid. I've used imidacloprid a lot for ants and stuff. It's really good for that. But that's the active. That's what the active ingredient is in temperate. So we got a Loudoun County person here tonight. Got Georgia tonight. Where is everybody from? Y'all share. I like to know where people are from. I have a lot of people contact me from all over the world because of this YouTube thing that I didn't know would be such a hit with people. Crossfire for the bed and box spring, and Alpine for everywhere else. Yeah, that's about right. I mean, you can treat, so with Alpine, you're actually allowed to treat everything except the mattress. You could treat your box spring with Alpine. You could treat your bed frame with Alpine. You just can't treat the mattress with Alpine, but you can treat everything else. I didn't know you were in Indiana, Jennifer. For some reason, I thought you were like North Carolina or somewhere. I didn't realize you were in Indiana. Tennessee. Your carpet beetle says use tempered, so that's why I'm mentioning it a lot. Yes, so it's labeled for carpet beetles. So here's the thing. All right. Let me show you my process. This is my process for a how-to video. Okay? All right. First, I find out what are we going to kill. All right, so we're gonna do a video on carpet beetles. Here's the problem. There are a lot of pesticides that I use that will kill carpet beetles. Let me tell you. 1, Alpine, WSG. All right, that will kill carpet beetles. It's not labeled for carpet beetles, but it does kill carpet beetles. All right, I've used it. Okay, I haven't used it specifically for carpet beetles, but I've used it and it's killed carpet beetles for other bugs. Okay? 2, Demon. All right? That will kill carpet beetles. Okay? 3, Crossfire. That will kill carpet beetles. 4, Talstar P. That will kill carpet beetles. Okay? Let me do this, make it look nice. Alright? All of those chemicals will kill carpet beetles. None of those chemicals have carpet beetles on the label. So I want to make a video, alright? And I want to tell people how to specifically kill carpet beetles. So what I do is I go and I do research. And I start pulling labels. Okay? I start pulling labels for all kinds of different chemicals that will kill carpet beetles. And I find out tempered kills carpet beetles. So here's step 5. All right. Tempered is labeled and I can't spell for shit. So if that's wrong, sorry about that. Labeled especially is a word that gets me all the time. All right. Tempered is labeled for carpet beetles. So I tell people to use tempered for carpet beetles because that's what the label says. All right, the label says tempered works for carpet beetles. All of these chemicals will kill carpet beetles. But because I'm doing a very specific video on carpet beetles, exactly carpet beetles, I have to tell you a chemical that's labeled for carpet beetles. But truthfully, I have used every one of these pesticides, Alpine, Demon, Crossfire, and Talstar, and every single one of them have killed carpet beetles. But if I'm doing something as far as advice for people on a YouTube video, I have to tell you what is labeled for carpet beetles. And the thing that is labeled for carpet beetles is tempered. Okay, tempered is labeled for carpet beetles. You could use other chemicals. You don't have to use tempered. If you're trying to get rid of ants, let's say you're getting rid of ants, all right? My number 1 pesticide for ants is Alpine WSG. That's what I recommend. And you're like, but I have carpet beetles too. It'll kill them. It'll kill carpet beetles too. Okay? Absolutely. If that explains. I never really talk about that a whole lot, but that's the process that I go through when I make a how-to video. So if I've got a how-to video on ants, I can use Alpine in that video because Alpine's got ants on the label. But if I'm doing one on carpet beetles, I can't say go buy Alpine and use it for carpet beetles because even if it does kill them, because they're not on the label. They're not on the label. I have to pick a chemical that has them listed specifically on the label because I'm trying to give you advice and I want it to be correct. But lots of pesticides will kill carpet beetles. Carpet beetles are just beetles. They're beetle larvae. And anything that's really labeled for beetles will kill carpet beetles. So, for the horde. For the horde. Right there. For the horde. Right? There. That's the horde. That's boo. Yay! Boo. Yay! Alright. That's what you do. But my wife is a boo! And I'm a yay! So there you go. There you go. I've actually been playing Alliance though, because I play with my wife. We play together. FB Alliance. But I like the horde. Better story. What do you think of using steam, Crossfire, and Semexa together? No to Semexa. It's a carcinogen. Steam, but only before you apply Crossfire, not after. Do not use Semexa. Semexa is really bad for you. It causes cancer. It is a carcinogen. Silica dust is a carcinogen. Flat out. If you're going to use a dust and you don't care about hurting yourself, then use diatomaceous earth. Don't use Semexa. You're going to get the exact same results using DE and Semexa. They work exactly the same way, but DE won't give you cancer, but Semexa will. Don't use Semexa. Use DE if you're insistent on using dust. But I prefer that you not use dust at all because all dust can cause respiratory issues. Don't use dust at all. It's stupid. Don't do it. I have a lot of people who hate me because of my videos. Let me show you. Let me show you the videos that people hate me for, okay? And it doesn't hurt my feelings. I'm kind of used to it now. It's been years since I made these videos. But if you go to my YouTube channel, all right, and you search videos, and you search, let's just search DE. Let's see if it comes up that way. All right, diatomaceous earth, okay? Here are my diatomaceous earth videos. Why you should stop using DE for bed bugs, all right? 2.8K. Where's the one that's got the most views? Because it's the one that everybody hates me for. All right, let's actually go to my videos and let's sort. Can you do it this way? How do you do it? Popular. All right, let's click the popular button. These are my most popular videos. You see, my #1 most popular video is why heat treatments don't work on bed bugs, and my second most popular is why you should never use diatomaceous earth for the control of bed bugs. 169,000 views. That's a lot. That's a lot. But if you go in here and you read the comments, all right, I used food grade DE years ago for a minor bedbug problem that I guess was from neighboring apartment or something. Worked great. You're telling people that DE is dangerous, but saying that you need to use pesticides. Ooh, I'm telling people to use pesticides. That they're not as dangerous as DE. They're not as dangerous as diatomaceous earth. You know, these are the comments I get on these videos. Let's see. Now this person right here, nobody ever reads these comments, but this is one. I grew up near the largest DE mine in the world. A friend's dad was the industrial hygienist for the mine. He said that enough exposure, breathing the dust, some of the miners were too stupid to wear the company-supplied respirators, would actually develop an illness similar to coal miners' black lung. Black lung. That's pretty bad. Be careful about creating and breathing the dust. Getting it on your skin or eating it is not a problem. Breathing the dust is not good at all. And that's why I tell people not to use DE, because it's harmful for you. It's harmful for you. Like Semexa. But anyway. Did I say a bad word, Jennifer? I might have said a bad word. I think I said shit earlier. Is she yelling at me? She might be yelling at me. She's gonna kick me out of here. Gotta be careful. Yeah, just don't use dust. It's not necessary. And Kristen's in pest control like me. We kill bed bugs. She kills lots of bed bugs. She posts pictures of bed bugs to get people scared on Discord all the time. She likes to make people's skin crawl. Are you going to play a video game, Emma Lynn? Oh, yes, she is. She gets to stay up. That's for the viewers in the comments. I thought maybe I should have just said something, because she's yelling at me saying, you need to stop saying that poopy word. Okay, so or can use Crossfire. I still have bed bugs. So it takes about a month to clear out bed bugs with Crossfire. So I don't boss the channel. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, right. I bet if I said something, you tell me stop it. Let's see. It also has to be applied correctly. So one of the things about a dust is you want to put it in the wall if you're going to use it at all. You take the wall outlet cover off. You know, let me show you. So you get yourself, if you're going to do dust, and I've got a video showing how to apply it correctly for people that insist on doing it. But let me show you. So you go to a wall outlet, this right here, this faceplate. All right, you see that faceplate? You take that little screw off, and you take that whole cover off. All right, and then these are very good pictures. See if I can find some good pictures. Okay, see this little box here? This little box. Now this is usually in the box, like this right here. You can dust around inside here, but you got to be careful because you shock the piss out of yourself. You got to be real careful when you treat in these. See, I said another word. I'm sorry. But anyway, you treat inside around these outlets with the dust. And you put the cover back on, and the dust isn't exposed into the room itself. All right. But what you want to use to apply the dust is this, one of these. All right, preferably one with a plastic or a rubber tip. So if you do touch an electrode, it doesn't shock you, because it will shock you. And not all of these dusters come with a little rubber tip on the end either. Some of them are just bare metal. And that will absolutely hurt. You can hurt yourself very severely. So that's why I just don't recommend using them. It's too dangerous and you don't need to. You don't need to. If you're using Crossfire, the bed bugs are going to come out anyway. They're going to come out to you and die. That's what you do. So, anyway. $35 people tonight. 35 people. It's a pretty busy night for me. I didn't have very many people last week. Not very many people last week at all. So, that's a lot. 27 likes. Let's get the numbers up. Get the numbers up. Like. See, if I was on TikTok, I'd be like, tap your screen. Tap your screen. I don't know if that works on YouTube or not. For likes, or I don't know how it works. I don't know. YouTube's trying to pretend to be like TikTok these days. So they might do that too now, because they really do with the shorts and stuff like that. Everybody's doing this short content for the Gen Zers that can't handle sitting for more than 20 minutes. They like their information quick and fast. I want it in tidbits. Anyway, let's see. Oh, I gotta get comfortable here. It's hard to sit here for a long time, and I get antsy. I gotta get up, move around. But anyway. Please do a tutorial on dust. I did. I do have one. I have one. It's an old one. It's a very old video, but I do have a tutorial on dust. So stop failing with cockroach removal, how to dust the right way. Okay? There's a dust video.
Exmark mowers were born to deliver legendary reliability, signature cut quality.
Now see, that video isn't of somebody pooping. That one does not offend me. That is a mower. That is fine. That is okay. But when you put video with YouTube, y'all need to stop putting videos of people pooping, so that when I go and I show people, hey, here's one of my videos, I don't have to look at somebody taking a poop, because that was really weird. That's a weird thing to see on YouTube. Anyway. Alright, so here we go. And me in my closet. Old closet. Let me see if it's got it on here on how to actually do it. I don't have the tutorial on here. Hold on. Here's one. Let's watch this one. This is not one of mine. This is actually a good video.
Hi, this is Philip with DoMyOwnPestControl.com.
Now, I hope this doesn't get flagged for copyright, because I'm really just trying to help people. Like, all right, that Mark Rober guy, jerk, I got hit with a copyright strike on that video because I was trying to explain to people why he was a liar, and they didn't like it. And so they struck my video down right away, and I wasn't able to watch it with y'all and show you why he's a liar. But you know, everybody was telling me to watch Mark Rober's video. You know, the guy's got millions of followers on YouTube, and all I was doing was saying he's wrong, and they didn't like it. And so I hope this doesn't hit me anyway, but let's see. I don't want to get everything down here, but see, he's showing these dusters, the same ones I was showing. This is DoMyOwn.com. That's the website, so you can buy these dusters there. Fill it halfway with dust. Don't overfill. That's correct. That's what you do, okay? And then step 1, electrical boxes. You remove the screws and you take the cover off. See? Just like that. That's how you do it. And then you get your duster. See? You don't hold it like this. You turn it around. Let's see if he'll turn it upside down, because you're supposed to turn it upside down. Like that. Just like that. See? And then, this is good. This is good. Let's watch it.
Just once. That's all you need. It doesn't take a lot for the insects to pick up the dust. And to access the wall void, you want to have the duster go in between the box and the sheetrock.
That's right.
You can see right here.
That's right.
Time you'll need just the help of a screwdriver to pull the box away from the sheetrock enough for the duster to fit in between it.
That's right.
Once the duster's in between.
That's what you do.
You just do a couple dusts.
That's it.
Inside the wall void. That dust will come down and dissipate inside the wall void and catch any insects that are walking down near the floor.
That's exactly right. That's how you do it. That's how you apply a dust. All right. I don't recommend doing baseboards because it's more likely to get into the air that way. But just wall voids is the only place that I would dust with them personally. But that's a good video. Let me link that video. I'm gonna link that video for anybody that wants to learn how to dust properly, and you can watch the whole thing. But that absolutely is a good video from Do My Own. So anyway, I've ordered pesticides from them. They're a great company. I love them as a company. So that's a good video. I'm going to share that with you. That's how to use a duster properly. So, well, it's late. It's been an hour and a half. It's nearly midnight. And so I got, like I said, I got a long trip ahead of me tomorrow. I got to drive all the way to Falls Church, Virginia. So I am going to get off of here and get some sleep. Y'all have a really great night. I appreciate it. I know I got like 30 people here. I hate to leave when there's so many people in chat, but I really do have to get some sleep or I'm going to fall asleep on you right here. So y'all have a really great night. I appreciate everybody that showed up and chatted and talked and all the phone calls and everything that came in. That was great as well. And y'all have a real great night. I appreciate it. And I'm going to send you off with a little song. And so we'll see you later. Thanks. Y'all have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Bye.